Everybody, Mike with Enviroscape LA, and I felt so compelled today to make a video. Have a neighbor of mine who called me over and said, Mike, I had my landscape done, actually had the house built just a couple of years ago, and had a gardener do the installation of the plant materials, soil amendment, and drip irrigation. And when I heard drip, I said, yes, drip irrigation, because I think it's the most effective way. Statistics show, science behind it actually shows that drip irrigation will actually save you about 60% or more of water over a regular conventional sprinkler system, because there's no evaporation. So, and you don't get the runoff, so it's just a fabulous system. So what I think is that when I heard about drip irrigation, great. Well, I didn't really follow up. It's been 2 years now, but my neighbor came by and said, Mike, I've got some dead plants. Maybe you could do me a favor, come over, diagnose them. And so I looked at the plants. Plants are what they are, but they have requirements, just like people. We have to have food, we have to have water. Well, plants have to have food and they have to have water too. If you don't give them water, they're gonna die. Well, check out these dead plants here. There's a dead lavender. This looks like a dead laurel petalum. Great plants, but guess what? They're not they're not even, they haven't been watered in who knows how long. Now I measured out the spacing. I got a tape measure, 18-inch spacing. So you know what? 18-inch spacing is great if you have a park and you're going to blade with big giant mature trees. They love 18-inch spacing, but not with 1-gallon plants. You've got to use the spacing on a new landscape like this is going to be every 12 inches. And what I prefer is the Rainbird Copper Shield technology. Now, the reason I say copper shield is because every 12 inches they put a little strip of copper. I actually cut that away so you can actually see a little strip of copper there. Now, the reason I bring this out is because she had ground cover. She didn't have grass put in, but she had ground cover. So follow me over here. And this is a great, fabulous ground cover called Diamondia. And it's a thick ground cover. Your gardener doesn't have to cut it. The only problem is if you put this drip irrigation on that, you put this other drip irrigation on that, it's going to fail because roots are going to get into the hole and they're going to plug it up. So the best thing to do would be to have Rainbird with the copper shield technology. The little copper creates an acid that will actually prevent root intrusion. So it's great. You don't otherwise you have to blow herbicide through there. So I wouldn't recommend it without herbicide. Now over here, they got the right spacing, but then where's the mulch at? There's no mulch. So what we recommend is a big 3-inch layer of mulch to go on top of the drip irrigation, because then it creates living soil. You want to create something called a living soil web. That's what you create when you put mulch down. So you put your drip irrigation, 12-inch spacing, copper shield technology, and then you put the mulch on top, and you're going to have a landscape that thrives. It looks beautiful. So I just wanted to point this out because I'm starting to get a lot of calls. We're in the midst of this mega drought. Their predictions are, according to Cornell University, that about 80% sure that this 3rd year of drought that we're in LA right now is going to go for at least another 7 years. Really bad thing, but we can do something about it with drip irrigation. But we don't service everywhere. We do know our stuff. We do service the LA area, but if you're in an area outside the LA area, feel free to give us a call. We can at least make a good contractor recommendation to you. But you've got to have the stuff put in right, because if a gardener is going to take the money and run, and you're going to end up with dead plants 2 years later, drip is going to get a black eye because of this. If it's used with the right, if you have the right type of drip, the right filters, the clean outs, if you have the low flows on it, it's going to last you forever, and your plants are going to just do phenomenally. So this is Mike from Enviroscape LA signing off. When you think sustainability, think Enviroscape LA.